some and I'm spending some. What's the plan? Bet I get it done. It's me, yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Cold Hard Football Facts TV for September 16th, 2022. My name is Tanner Kern. Glad you could join me today. We finished in the green yesterday. Very excited about that. Anytime you finish in the green on Thursday night, it just makes it so the weekend's going to be very, very good. What's up, guys? How we doing over on TikTok and YouTube? It's going to be a great day of football talk. Just a couple quick notes, guys. We'll talk football today. Obviously, NFL will be off tomorrow. We'll be talking college football on my personal YouTube channel as well as TikTok. There we go. Now the people start coming on when I start talking. And then on Sunday, of course, the big live show will be on YouTube this week as well as TikTok, breaking down every game, talking about the Cold Hard Football Facts. It's going to be one hell of a time. We had a great show. I think we had, 4,500 to 5,000 viewers last Sunday on TikTok, so it was epic. So make sure you show up, guys, for that on Sunday. What's up? What's up, Mr. Cap? What do you mean, Mr. Cap? I'm lying? What am I lying about? What am I lying about, Brad? I had a hell of a day yesterday. I won a unit. It was great. It was fantastic. We were dominating on the player props. We want the Kern coming in here. Chris Albert, how you doing, Chris? Welcome on YouTube. Is my boy rocking a G-Men jersey? I'm not, guys. This is not a G-Men. This is a Indianapolis Colts jersey. I think they're going to bounce back this weekend. I love Quentin Nelson. Quentin Nelson is my guy. He's my literal spirit animal, okay? He's going to maul some people this weekend. I really like them to do some special things. After last weekend's shit show with the Houston Texans was not pretty, so hopefully they can get back on track. What do you do for work besides gamble? I don't gamble for work, guys. I don't gamble. This is my job. This is my job. Creating content, sports betting content is my job. It's pretty hard to believe. You chase your dreams, good things can happen. I'm sick. I had Chiefs -4. We'll talk about that in a minute. I was on the other side of that. I had Chiefs money line, but I was on the Justin Herbert side. He comes back in the game. He leads down the touchdown drive, obviously, but I got the passing prop because he came back in the game. So I feel bad for my Chiefs bettors because I had money line last night, but I said it going the game. I don't want to be in a position where I'm worrying about points as well as Justin Herbert's passing total, and that's what it came down to. What's the action tonight? Well, the action is posted, guys. The action is posted. Make sure. Dookie, did anything ever happen with Nuke, by the way? Let me know. The company I told you about. Did anything ever happen there? Anyways, guys, so last night was one hell of a game. It was an epic game, and we will see what happens. Yo, it's been a minute. BP311, how you doing? He's a content creator, and drinks a cup of nails for breakfast. I love it. Had Mahomes over 26 completions, and it killed my parlay. That sucks. That was the one pick that we actually gave out, or two of the. We so right here, guys, 5-7 on player props. If you're watching over on TikTok. One of those plays that we gave out and lost was Mahomes over his completions. Didn't hit, unfortunately, but you know what? We got to keep going. Oh, go off background. Pop off Queen Katrina. Come on now. Anyone know what happened to Sharp Dimes? I think, did Sharp Dimes get banned? I'm not sure. I thought he was having some trouble with that. Again, I don't watch Sharp Dimes that much. I don't watch that many people before mainstream. What the hell are you talking about, Brad? I'm not mainstream. So today, guys, we'll be talking fantasy, answering fantasy questions, answering some betting questions heading into the weekend, and breaking down the Cold Hard Football Facts. But before we do that, why aren't you on coldhardfootballfacts.com? You see it here, guys. 5 of 7 on player props. I've been hot on Thursday nights, okay? These stats help you make better bets. If you're watching me on YouTube right now, you're probably like, what the hell is he doing? I'm using the green screen over on TikTok. It's different here, all right? The stats that help you make better bets right there. Promo code kickoff. Guys, these stats have been talked about. Adam Schefter, Peter King, Kay Adams, Pete Schrager, Felger and Maz in Boston. Katrina knows Felger and Maz, okay? All right. Make sure you sign up for Cold Hard. These stats get better and better and better as the season goes on. They peak around week 6, but we're giving you 50% off right now, okay? Ask me, it works. I use it. Chris Albert came in here on YouTube. Ask me if it works. I use it, okay? It works. All right? Here's what I'm going to say. It gets better around week 6. The best stats are week 6. They work right now, but the best stats are week 6. That's why we're giving it away for 50% off at CHFF Stats. Promo code Tanner, promo code kickoff right here. Right here. You got to go up and link to the bottom. I want 10 subscriptions during the show, guys. 10, and you get a week free trial. So if you hate it, you get it for this Sunday, and you get it for football next Thursday night. So make sure you get it Monday too. Go up, link in the bio. Promo code kickoff. I'll answer fantasy questions when we get some 10 subscribers. I need 10 damn subscribers on the show. Come on. It was not Chargers. It was Chargers spread. It was Chiefs money line. We both won, baby. Come on now. Save your money, guys. Maybe 48%. What do you mean guys, you're not paying for my damn picks when you come on here. You're not paying for my picks in any way whatsoever, okay? You're paying for stats that help make better bets. All right. And these stats are absolute money. Why do you think Adam Schefter uses them, people? And the same thing goes for you guys on YouTube as well. Link in the description below. You know what's funny? Life's great, though. Save your money. You know what's funny? Life's great. You come on here and you're still watching me. You still love watching me. Georgie coming on here. You used to talk about sports betting and sports. Now all you do is pump this brand. Georgie, this brand works, baby. Georgie, how I got to make some money somehow, people. This is my company. It's my personal company. You want to help me out? You go up, you get a subscription. Georgie, maybe I would listen to your shit if you got a subscription, but I don't see any Georgie Paris subscriptions on my freaking information. Come on now. Scared money don't make no money. That's why. Go up, guys. It's going to help you. We'll be pumping it throughout the show, as you know, because I got to ask you guys. You don't sign up. I tell you guys, and you don't sign up. Remember, before mainstream. What do you mean before mainstream? Mainstream's ESPN. This is not mainstream. Mainstream is ESPN. Well, I guess Forbes a little mainstream, which we've got 2 articles coming out on there. I'll share those in my Discord as well. No, I'm so turned off. Georgie, I don't want you in here then. Let me tell you what's funny. Is there a stat for a pick 6 on a 1-yard line? No, there's not. Unfortunately, there's not. But again, guys, shit's going to happen. It's sports betting. You seem like you had Chargers money line last night. Darren Waller, anytime touchdown. Probably. You aren't turning him on anymore. He's upset. Name dropping everything. You got to name drop, Georgie. You got to name. It's all in the sales pitch. That's why we're crushing right now. 70 to lose more money. Swear there are cappers out there. Well, listen, guys, I do use it. There we go. Justin Herbert, CHFF legend. Justin Herbert was a baller last night, man. He came through for us big time. I do have it. Stop yelling at me. Chris, I know you have it. I got to get the people on TikTok to have it. $70 to lose more money. Swear there are cappers out there. Listen, guys, if you got a cap, you're paying a capper $200 in a weekend. We're giving you $70 for the entire year. Come on now. Debo and Brees for Renfro and Mixon. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair trade, depending on if Brees Hall can get going. Chiefs Moneyline Cupcake. Don't give me that shit, Chiefs Moneyline Cupcake. It's in a parlay, first of all, and I played it with the DraftKings promo, and I went 4 on the plays I gave on here on the show yesterday. I was 3 of 4 on the props, and then overall we were 5 of 7 with the Cold Hard Football Facts online props. So we had a really good day, guys. I tried getting it, but no PayPal option. That sucks. Anyone pays anyone as a clown. I agree with that. I agree. Anyone, I would never pay for picks in my life, but here's the thing: you ain't paying for picks here. Should I start ATN or Edmonds this week? Man, that's a toss up. I think ATN could be a good one. I think he bounces back a little bit. Amon-Ra or Lamb, CD Lamb or Amon-Ra. Well, here's the thing. I think Amon-Ra is probably going to have a better week. CD Lamb, they got to run the football. I think, if anything, if you have Zeke Elliott, you got to put him in the lineup in some capacity. I think Zeke Elliott's going to be the guy down there. I don't think the passing game is going to be the reason that the Cowboys find a way to possibly cover or win this game. I think the Bengals blew them out. F and fix it if you want my money. I can't fix it. Brad, get on there. Come on, Brad. Anyways, guys, let's get into the show for today. Let's talk about last night a little bit. I do want to spend a little time talking about, before we answer the fantasy questions, what was your guys' thoughts on the game last night? Again, someone said there's no stat for throwing a pick 6 on the 1-yard line. Again, that's football, though. There's bad beats in everything we do. But just a hell of a game on both sides, hell of a competitive game. But I think the biggest storyline coming out of this last night was Justin Herbert. What can we say about Justin Herbert besides that man was spectacular last night, and the pair of balls that he showed to go back in that game with a broken rib? And I'm not just saying it for the over passing bettors of America. We had passing yards over last night, but the fact that he came in, man, the fact that he came back in last night was unreal. And that's why he does rank number 1 in our real quarterback rating, because he does it all. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, man. But because I had the passing prop last night of him over. What was the over on his passing prop? It was like 282, right? I had the over on his passing prop last night. It was at 260 when he got hurt. He comes back in. We don't know if he's going to come back in. We see him throwing on the sidelines. By the way, the Amazon Prime thing's it's the stupidest streaming. Why don't we just have it on national television? Anyways, so he's throwing on the sideline. Is he going to come in? Yes, he's going to come in. He ends up coming in. It was an unreal game. Favorite book for prop betting? Thrive Fantasy, link in bio, promo code Kern. Thrive, honestly, is a good book. You see, SBE promotes Thrive a lot, but use my promo code Kern. And then there's also Prize Picks and whatever you want to use there. CEH needs more playing time. CEH had 72 yards on the ground last night. WFB, it's 72 yards on the ground, and then he was dominant through the air. I got to give Chris Albert a shout out. He's coming in here. The Amazon streaming was behind the whole game. I know it sucked. It was terrible. It was you got Jeff Bezos sitting in the box with Roger Goodell. You got the two evil humans up there sitting in the box, and they're acting like this is the greatest thing ever. It wasn't. It was terrible. I want to watch it on NBC. Thursday Night Football is NBC or NFL Network. I want to watch it on one of those. That's what it's been. Why are we trying to change it? If you're going to put it on Amazon, you got to show it on NBC too, honestly, because there are a lot of people last night, I'm sure, that couldn't get it. Tanner, I just want you to know what's going on with Juju and Pat. He's arguably the team's wide receiver 1 and only passed it 2 times. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know what happened with Juju last night. That was a pretty bad bet on my part when you look at it. So it's funny. I had a commitment, so I couldn't watch the first quarter of the game. And I go on, I look at the stats on ESPN, and I'm looking for Juju's name under the reception. So I'm like, okay, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has a reception. We're feeling good there. And I'm looking, I'm like, did Juju even get a target? Because they don't put you on there unless you get targeted. It was ridiculous. But overall, man, that was a bad pick. But I should have went with Mike Williams. I had Mike Williams on my fantasy team, and I didn't play his over in receiving yards. And, I was pretty stupid. The touchdown as well, anytime touchdown. So whoever had Mike Williams last night, good job. Bob, what state are you in? Because Thrive's legal in more states than Prize Picks. Pick 2, Sutton Mooney, Samuel Edmonds, or Miles Sanders at the flex. Pick 2, Sutton Mooney. I'd go with Sutton, and then I'd go Miles Sanders at the flex. Lincoln Bio, that wasn't an honest answer. You just pumped. What do you mean Lincoln Bio? What do you mean, Georgie? What do you mean Lincoln Bio? What do you mean Lincoln Bio? What was the question that you asked, Georgie? Well, I thought you had me muted. What was the question that you asked me? Let's see. Don't know if we can trust what you say. Georgie, I'm about to ban your ass. Come on. Georgie, what was the question that you said? What was the question? I'm answering. I'm sitting up here answering questions. I'm the man of the people. I will be doing a Nerfy at 7 o'clock tonight. I will be doing a Nerfy at 7. Right? I'm starting to hear the cap, Georgie. Don't say CEH doesn't need more playing time. He hit exactly what he did. He did exactly what he was supposed to do last night. A lot of winners in the Discord last night. There were a lot of winners, guys. It was great because, the DraftKings promos, if you're up 7, if you get up 7 at any time, you win your bet. And last night, both teams were up 7 at some point. What's up, Nick Nasty? Hey, we're going at it. You and me going at it today. What, 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock today, we're going at it. I can't wait. I mean, Nasty's probably gonna whip my ass, but you know what? It is what it. Hey, I think you were the only one that finished even last week in the competition. Is it us? Yeah, we're you and me are going against each other. He asked best site for props, and you just said Thrive. Use code. George. That's so not true at all. That's so not true. Lincoln Bio. There. What are the good? What are New Jersey? Oh, you're in New Jersey, man. I think Thrive's legal in New Jersey. Georgie, don't know what to try. Georgie, there's Thrive. There's Prize Picks, and there's Underdog. Pick one of them. You want Thrive? I got a promo code for a deposit match. McNasty versus Mainstream. Let's effing go. I'm part of Mary Nation. This will be interesting. McNasty Nation. Yeah, McNasty guys. McNasty's the GOAT. Like I'm the heavy under. I'm probably like plus 450 coming into this competition today on Lockup. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping I would win that first round, so I got to face McNasty. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully the picks go my way. Goat talk. There you go. Come on now. All right. So yeah, which game are on the Nerfy? We are on the Miami Marlins Nerfy tonight. That should be interesting. You getting points? No, I'm not getting points with McNasty. The winners based on who gets the best picks. You don't even need a code for a deposit match. They do it no matter what. Georgie, that's what they don't tell you. They do it for everything. But you see people pumping these codes. I'll take plus 450 on Tanner. There you go, Chris. I love it. Bears to go 2-0. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. Any other thoughts on this game last night before we wrap it up here? I think it was an awesome football game. Congrats to Chargers spread bettors. You guys earned it. But Chiefs money line was the move. Chiefs props was the move. The only one that I regret was Juju, and then Justin Herbert is an absolute stud. That's what I take from last night's game. Bears to go 2-0. Let's break down some of these games for the upcoming week, guys. Again, you can see all these at Cold Hard Football Facts, all our game capsules, and all that good stuff. Exactly. Just made my point. Can't trust the things you can trust the things I'm pumping, Georgie. Doesn't hurt them. So, Georgie, let me ask you something. If I give a promo code, does it hurt them at all? No, it's just supporting me a little bit. Come on. Plus 450. I'll take Tanner plus 2 picks. There you go. M. Evans or Christian Kirk this week. And I think Evans has a big week. Exactly. Just made my point. What does it do for me? Guys, George, listen, George and Brad, stop pissing me. You guys are starting to piss me off. All right. I can't take this. All right. I can't take this. All right. So I'm going to ban you guys from the stream if you keep it up. I usually don't do that. But I'm going to do it today because I'm feeling bougie. I saw a Green Bay lock at Home Depot. Everyone comes on here. They know what I'm going to say. You got a lock for me. I say, you want a lock, you go to Home Depot. Can I help you pick some to do all the data pick? Chris, give me some picks. I'll drop them. to beat McNasty. I'll drop him, Chris. I'll drop him. I did take Bears +9. Am I crazy? I don't think you're crazy, Brian. I don't think you're crazy at all when you look at the Bears at +9. I think they had a good week. All right. But again, we can't really go off last week either with that football game because of the monsoon. Them playing the monsoon made a huge difference there. So we look at the Bears against the Packers. I think the biggest trend to look at is how much Aaron Rodgers actually does own the Bears. He owns the Bears. So that's one reason that where I'm going to sway probably closer to Green Bay. Now, this spread's not that appealing, right? These big spreads that we're seeing this week are not overly appealing. I don't know if I'll play them all again. I put my full card on Discord. I'm not sure if I'm going to play every single spread on there. I'll play the majority of them, but some of these big spreads are just killing me. Okay, what does it mean? It was an honest question, Tanner feeling spicy a day. Y'all better chill. Over under on Eagles Vikings. I think you got to lean over on that game. I think there's going to be a lot more offense and defense. You get defensive when you get called out. The quality of the show is corporate. That's good if it's George. If the quality of the show is corporate, I'm doing my job. We're trying to get it. I've been asking for PayPal on CHFF, and I don't know what to trust. Georgie, stop being Georgie. Georgie, I got to do it to you, Georgie. I got to do it to you. I can't take this. I got to do it. What do you say? Man, the people trying to ban people. I am because they're pissing me off. Georgie, bye. Actually, I'll keep them. Why not? I get my daily dopamine by watching Tanner every day. How many football jerseys do you own? I own about 30 football jerseys, about 30. Comments rolling in here. Don't wimp out. You said all. Yeah, Chris, I'll probably play. Chris, it depends. I gotta win some money a day. Ban George. They're telling me to ban you over on YouTube, George. Let's see here. Get my daily dopamine. Love that. So let's talk about some of these games, guys. Over in Houston, was it over in what game were you looking for the over? Big ass parlay for college football. I'll post a big ass parlay tomorrow. I will. Over what game we talking the over on? Georgie wants to be banned. Yeah, okay, Georgie. Bye, Georgie. No, I'm just gonna mute him so he can watch. Big ass parlay. We'll do the big ass parlay tomorrow. We will do. I just muted Georgie. He can still watch though. He can watch me talk. Cincy over. That was the game we want to talk about. Cincinnati over. That's an interesting game, guys. I actually wrote a preview for Forbes on this morning. We look at the Bengals and the Cowboys. Bengals ranked 22 in our quality stats. Cowboys ranked 28. The biggest thing to look at here, though, is the scoreability numbers. The Bengals were really bad last week. I see them getting a lot better. I don't see the Cowboys getting much better. We look at Dak Prescott. He's not going to be in the lineup. Is Cooper Rush going to be the one to deliver? One prop that I really like this week, and this isn't really predicated on the stats or anything. It's just Cooper Rush under 32.5 passing attempts this week. I think that could be very, very good. But my one fear there is this Cowboys staff is very idiotic and they do some stupid things. And they might say, hey, they might pull the Joe Flacco effect and say, hey, let's take a quarterback that's not a great pocket passer and let's throw him 50 times in this football game. And let's stay away from our Pro Bowl running back in Ezekiel Elliott. That could happen. But I do like Cooper Rush to go under 32.5 passing yards. As a whole, I think this game could get over. It's at 41.5. That's a very low total. It's not the lowest of the weekend. The Patriots have the lowest of the weekend. But there's just some things that the Bengals do very well, and that's get the football down the field to their playmakers. You think about last week, how good a Bengals team that they actually are. They turned it over 5 times, and then they nearly won the game. They were in a position as time expired to win the game. Unfortunately, a long snapper injury caused that not to happen, but still. The Bengals, considering they turned the ball over 5 times, they're going to be much better this week. Much better. I'd bet on Joe Burrow to bounce back over many other quarterbacks in the NFL. I think he does it this week. I think they get the job done. They still rank 7th in total team yards after last week, 6th in total team yards allowed, so that could favor the over. But I do think this game creeps up towards 41.5, and then the last few minutes gets over that total. I mean, really, when you think about it, Bengals could put up 41.5 on their own, even against a good Dallas Cowboys defense. Just because if the momentum doesn't go in favor of Dallas on offense, it's really going to put their defense in a bind. Exactly, man. People hating on the Bengals aren't seeing that. Yeah, guys. I mean, like there's stories like, and I'll go back to the Seattle game, on Monday Night Football. I'll go back to the Seattle game on Monday Night Football. When I look at that game, and Seattle was, you got to give them credit. You got to give them credit around the goal line. They were very, very good around the goal line, right? They were stout, because even though the Broncos fumbled multiple times, right, they weren't getting in the end zone there. There's no way they were getting in the end zone. But on top of that, too, the Broncos really shouldn't have fumbled. They shouldn't have fumbled, and they were still in a position to kick a game-winning field goal. They shouldn't have fumbled twice inside the 5-yard line. Now, the same thing with the Bengals, right? You turn the ball over 5 times, you should get beat by 30 points. That's the math. That's the science behind it. They held Pittsburgh to 267 yards of offense, I believe. They ran for 72. Najee Harris was healthy most of the game, right? He left in the fourth quarter. But overall, man, you look at the Bengals, they were still alive in that football game. They had a chance to win down the stretch. And when you turn the ball, when you're -5 in the turnover battle, that should never be the case. Tanner, my boy, but that Giants jersey, not Giants jersey, Colts jersey, guys. Colts jersey. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Who's with me? Dallas should pick up Kaepernick contingent on leave your politics at home. He ain't going to leave the politics at home, though. That's the problem. I don't know if it's worth picking up a quarterback right now if you're Dallas, because like Cooper Rush is serviceable, right? If they run the ball, they got to put a game plan together. Kellen Moore's got to put a game plan together to win a football game. That's what it comes down to. Mike McCarthy does some stupid things, but hopefully Kellen Moore doesn't get too affected by that, and they run the ball with Ezekiel Elliott. Look how well Zeke ran the ball. It was pretty good. I would run the ball with him. That's what it comes down to. I mean, we look at the Cowboys. Their offensive rusher rating last week was they ranked 19th in offensive rusher rating. That wasn't because they couldn't run the football. That was just simply because they weren't trying to run the football. I go back to Rashad Penny and the Seahawks. Now it worked out for them. They could have run the football all game. They were averaging 5 yards a carry with Rashad Penny. They just didn't do it. They didn't do it. Is it true that San Francisco is bringing in Anita Dickens as offensive coordinator? I don't think so. Yes, please. Been asking. There we go. Let's see. Mike Williams, give me 27 points. He was great. Starting this week off great. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. I got Lamb on fantasy. I don't know how to feel anymore with Rush at quarterback. Man, that's a tough one. You can't drop CD. He's obviously one of your better picks. But here's the problem with the Dallas Cowboys receiving core. When you lose Amari Cooper and you don't really make an emphasis to go out and get people in the offseason, you say, hey, we can win a division based on the division. The division's not that good. We can win division. You're going to be in trouble. So if you have CD Lamb in fantasy football right now, you're not in trouble because you're going to get Dak back in 4 weeks, but you also got to worry about the thumb too. On the throw, I listened to Brett Favre talk about this the other day. If you can't grip the ball with your thumb, that's going to be an issue. 4 weeks, not a lot of time to heal. It was originally 6 to 8. Now it's 4. I don't think they need to go out and get a quarterback though, because by the time you brought in a guy like Colin Kaepernick, pending, we were saying someone's talking about the politics, but pending you bring in Colin Kaepernick, the biggest issue there is you got to learn an offense. And then it's going to take more than a week to learn an offense. You got to pass all the physical tests, right? And then by that time, Dak's back. And Cooper Rush is a good backup. He's just not a guy that I want starting for me every week. Baseball, Tanner. We already talked baseball. Y'all don't realize 90%, what's this? 90% of teams that lost week 1 didn't play a snap the preseason. I agree. Colts jersey, Cowboys Nation, Cowboys cover, help us God. I can't imagine the Cowboys cover. And there was a point today where DraftKings dropped it to 7. I think it's back up to 7.5. But if you could have got it at 7, that would have been huge. Dak's out for 4 weeks. Rondo, where the F you been? Rondo, what's up, man? What's up, Rondo? Steelers, let's talk about them. I didn't ban George. George can still listen. George can still watch. He just can't. He can't talk. I always listen, guys. Listen, here's the thing. All right. This is my company. I'm going to promote my company on my content. I'm going to promote my promo codes on my content. That's what it comes down to, guys. You can give me shit for it, but eventually it gets to a point where I'm going to promote my stuff. It's my stuff. It's my company. I'm going to promote my damn company. I've earned the right to. It's my freaking following. Come on. If you want to sign up, that's your choice. I'm still on here giving you guys free picks every day, free sports talk. Listen to me. I love you guys. I love the people. But when we come on here, we're disrespectful over me promoting my own company, then we got an issue. Next man up. Oh, there we go. Pats are pretty bad, but TJ Watt is gone. The Patriots will win this football game. This could be my game of the year. And I don't want to say a game of the year. I hate saying game of the year, but this could be my game of the year with the New England Patriots. Mac Jones should play. He was out because of a sickness. If it's not COVID, he's going to play. That's my best bet there. We look at the New England Patriots. They were able to run the ball, and their defense played pretty well against Miami. They had a few bad plays. They had a few bad breaks, a turnover here, not converting here a couple times, right? They weren't great, but the game was not as much of a blowout as people think when you really dive into the stat sheet. Now, we look on the other side, the Steelers. TJ Watt's not going to play, and they had 5 turnovers. They forced 5 turnovers, and they nearly lost the football game. Offensively, 272 yards total offense in that range. Rushed for 72, threw for under 200. It wasn't a good weekend, guys. It wasn't a good weekend for them. All right. So if you think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this football game, I think you're kind of crazy. And Rondo, I'm going to say that right now because they have no offense at all. They have absolutely no offense at all. And now you just lost your best defensive player in TJ Watt. Isn't a little fishy New England's favorite at Pittsburgh? No, because bookmakers see it like that. Sharp money early in the week. Tater Chip, I'm back on TikTok. I am back on TikTok. They're already posted. Sharp money came in right away. On the Patriots early. It hammered. It went from 1 up to 2.5, I believe. I'm not surprised at all. If you're a bookmaker, you're a bettor, and you see, okay, the Steelers forced 5 turnovers. I think they had a defensive touchdown, and they still nearly lost the game. If the Bengals would have had a long snapper, they would have lost the game in regulation. Man, the Patriots had a bad break. And if there's any team that's going to bounce back, if there's any quarterback that's going to bounce back, if there's any head coach that's going to bounce back, it's Bill Belichick, people. Steelers have off, and they don't have shit. Lions beat Redskins Sunday. You heard it here first. And the top wide receiver. I like Lions against the spread, probably. I think that could be a decent play. Corey Sandhagen by knockout. Jake, I need you to text me the picks. Blast me. Tanner for president 2024. How dare you promote? I know, Jake. I know. We don't even have a small stream. Yesterday we had a huge stream, so I'm not pushing it as much today because I know a lot of people in here already signed up and stuff. But how dare me? Georgie, how dare me? Georgie tells me I can't promote my own company and my own promo codes for the books that I've earned the right to have a promo code for because of my fault. Come on, guys. Come on. Florida State, Miami plus 6.5. I love a lot. Florida State at plus 6.5. So you're going to Florida State straight up and then Miami plus 6.5. You know, what's crazy, outside of college football or outside of NFL football, at least, is Florida State. The spread, it's up to 3.5 now. I think it opened at like 1.5. It's up to 3.5. Chill, Tanner. Steelers have a top 20 quarterback. That Mitch isn't as bad as you think. Rajan, Mitch is the definition of a game manager. We went through every quarter. He is not 20 at all. He's not top 20 at all. Mitch is better than Mac Jones. You can't even. Mac Jones is a Pro Bowl quarterback that's going to the playoffs. Come on. I know Mitch is going to the playoffs too, but Pro Bowl quarterback. Come on. Steelers have offense. I don't know what he's talking about. Rondo, get out of here with that. Wyoming over 47. Tanner, remember when you said Titans are good? I think the Titans will get better, but last weekend was a disgrace. I mean, I was on the wrong side. I had Titans minus 5.5. You have a 13-point lead. You should never blow it. And they were in a position late in the game to still cover. I think the Giants got their stride a little bit behind Saquon Barkley. I knew when they scored they were going to go for 2. I knew there was no doubt they were going for 2. Why wouldn't you? Wyoming over 47. Coach, what do you think of the team total for Air Force over 30? I really like that. If you like the over 47, you must like team total Air Force. Coach, are we watching the game tonight? We watching Florida State tonight together? What are we doing? Looking forward to making 10K thanks to CHF. Coach, are we watching the game together tonight or no? Are we watching the game together? Mac is so much better. Titans defense thinks my Cowboys going to get beat. Giants and Jags. I don't know about any other team. Somebody pray for me. I'm praying for you. Need a 10 piece. I'm praying for you. Danny Dimes better than Mitch. I think Danny Dimes is not bad. He put an offensive line in front of him. He had some balls in that comeback. I give it to him. There's some bad throws. There's some good throws, though. Cowboys cover 7.5. I don't know if I will play that game, the Cowboys game, but I don't think they cover 7.5. I just can't imagine it. Game manager Trent Dilfer won a goddamn Super Bowl. Listen, game managers can win Super Bowls. I live bet Titans minus 9.5 first half. I can't believe they lost. That's rough, BP. That's rough, man. That's rough. That's so rough. Hey, guys, live betting is the way to go. Take these teams that are supposed to be good because they usually, like we saw all these teams, like the Bengals. The Bengals were down how many points, right? You could get them at plus 6.5. They came back. They almost won the game, right? That's what it comes down to. This guy is my guy. Ride and die with him. I love that, Dawson. I appreciate that. No, we're not slandering Mitch. Do I trade Adams and Waddle and Rob for Hill, Fournette, and James Cook? A-Rob is on my bench. Well, A-Rob should be on your bench after his despicable game last week. Do I trade Devontae Adams and Jalen Waddle and a running back for Tyreek Hill, Leonard Fournette, and James Cook? Oh, no, A-Rob. Okay, Allen Robinson. A-Rob's on your bench. Yeah, I think that's a good deal because Fournette's gonna. I don't think Fournette's gonna be as good as he was last weekend every single weekend, but I think he's gonna be solid. James Cook, Hill, Tyreek Hill. I mean, that's a good deal. Overall, I probably would rather have Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, and Allen Robinson if I had to pick, depending on your running back situation. Let's see here. I like Giants this week. I don't know why. I can't. Giants, guys, they got lucky last week. I think if you shut down Saquon, it's a different story. I mean, guys, realistically, the Titans should have never blew that lead. Should have never blown it. Again, all my picks are in the Discord, guys. So links in the Discord, join the Discord. But we look at the Tennessee Titans or not the Tennessee Titans. We look at the New York Giants right now. They're 1.5 point favorites. I'm going to take the Panthers as a road dog. I got to take the Panthers. I think they bounce back. Brad, I didn't get much mad at you because I know you're joking around. Georgie's being a, whatever. I can't, guys. Promo code kickoff, 50% off this weekend. Let's go and do some subscriptions, guys. Stats that help make you better. You think I'm really not going to promote my own damn company on my stream? That's what the point of the stream is for, guys. Come on now. Come on. With Cooper Rush, Rondo, yeah, I can't imagine that. It's one that I'd probably stay away from. Live betting drives makes good money. Chris, I got a funny story for you. Me and the coach Craig, who's got to get his face on camera a little bit. We were live betting drives last year for the divisional game between the Bills and the Chiefs. It was the greatest night of sports betting of my life. And it was like we're down, then we're up, then we're down, then we're up. It was the most fun I think I've ever had betting on sports. Now, if that game would not have went in favor of the Chiefs, probably would not have been good. We won 2 games last year with Cooper Rush. I'm just saying, Cowboys Nation. There you go. 2 games last year. Listen, Cooper Rush is serviceable, guys. He's definitely serviceable. Week 1 Rondo. He's serviceable. I wouldn't say he's going to do anything special for you with the football, but he's serviceable. So anyone that got some questions, guys? What do you got questions? What are you guys betting on? Let me know what your favorite lines are. What's the juiciest line this week in the comments section? George being see you next. George going to be seeing you next. Georgie's going to be all pissed off. He's going to drop comments on my thing. I probably have to block him. That's how it works. What up, Sharky? Tanner, do you bet NBA one season? Oh, I love betting NBA. I love betting NBA. Cooper Rush greater than Mitch? Probably. I'm looking at Steelers winning this outright. I don't think the Steelers win. That's just my take. And it's not because I'm a Patriots fan necessarily. I think it's because the Steelers aren't going to be able to move the football. And I think the Patriots have a better chance of moving the football on the Steelers without TJ Watt. NBA is easy money. NBA is pretty consistent. I really enjoy NBA betting. I really do. It's some of my favorite. Reaching, LOL. I'm not reaching. How am I reaching? How are the Steelers literally got 5 turnovers last week, and they almost lost a football game. They were +5. Tanner, Steelers offense is not that bad. All right. I think the way the Steelers offense played last weekend is more resembling of how they actually are, where the Patriots, I think they underperformed. If you look at the Steelers, though, and you look at how this team has played, I think Najee could be out as well. I'm not sure. Is Najee out? Let me see. It doesn't matter if Najee's in or out. He's going to be beat up no matter what. Patriots injury. Mac Jones. Najee is upgraded at Thursday. He's upgraded, so he's probably going to play. Upgrade at Thursday practice. So he was a little more active. Najee did 10 for 23. I know he was beat up. I know he was banged up. But the bottom line is, we want to look at the stats. You got to bring stats to the stat party. You can't say the Steelers' offense is not that good. I don't think Mitch Trubisky is the guy. Steelers play better at home. I agree. They found a way to win. They did find a way to win. But with that being said, okay, the Steelers offense, we can't say the Steelers offense isn't that bad based on what we saw last weekend. When you look at what they did last weekend, it was pretty embarrassing. They were +5 in the turnover margin, +5. They ran for 75 yards on 22 attempts. That's 3.4 yards per carry. Mitch Trubisky was 21 of 38, 194 and a touchdown. He's a game manager. McNasty drop of the week. Patriots money line dropping. What up, Nasty? I'm using that play too, though, on our show. So hopefully, we're on the same page. So it's either going to work out for both of us or not. But I love that play. You don't turn over the ball, you win. Yeah, you definitely have a better chance of winning when you don't turn over the ball. Patriots, I love Patriots this week. Like when you look at the Steelers, they got 5 extra possessions, or 4 because they had the defensive touchdown. They got 4 extra possessions, and they still almost lost a football game. If the Steelers would not have forced any of those turnovers, you think it would have been close? You think the Bengals wouldn't have won by a million? You start Michael Thomas or no? I think I would start Michael Thomas. I think the Bucs game, I think, is going to go over. I think it's going to turn into a shootout pretty quickly. Patriots soundbite. That's not biased. Rajan, you are the most biased fan I think I've ever seen in my life. I'm not biased. Listen, I know the Patriots. I know the Patriots, but I'm not. I know I like the Patriots, but you are so biased. You literally said Mitch Trubisky is a top 20 quarterback, and then we went through every quarterback, and he's clearly not a top 20 quarterback. Is he a top 20 game manager? Maybe. Browns fan here. Browns by 30. There's the most team bias guys. Ryan, when you send me my jersey? Bengals couldn't protect Burrow. Yeah, with TJ Watt. Again, the Patriots want to work. The Patriots want to live and die by play action, run the football. They don't want to worry. They don't want to have Mac Jones sit back in the pocket and take shots down the field. They don't want to do it. Bengals 5 turnovers and Patriots 3 turnovers. That's not happening again this week. And if there's one team that I believe to not turn the ball over, to bounce back, it's Bill Belichick's Patriots. If anyone's going to play the Patriot way after playing bad, it's going to be the Patriots, right? It's Bill Belichick. That's what he made a living off of, guys. Listen, I live in Cleveland. There you go, Dawson. Believe in the Jeff Wilson hype. The Jeff Wilson hype. Do I believe in the Jeff Wilson? What did Jeff Wilson do last week? Jeff Wilson had 9 for 22. Not really. I don't. I mean, what's the deal? Is Elijah Mitchell? What's his status right now? Elijah Mitchell, similar running back. So just one player could take over after Elijah Mitchell injury. He's on IR, right? Who's going to be that guy that takes over for them? That's the biggest question. Jeff Wilson. Goff is solid. He's not solid. Jeff Wilson starter sit. If he's getting the majority of the carries, I mean, they do have a few running backs. My biggest fear with them is, okay, so if Jeff Wilson doesn't work out, are they going to bring in Debo to run the football? I want to make sure that's not the case, right? So I think Mitchell's done, right? Yeah. So I think you could give Jeff Wilson a start depending on who you have. You got Jeff Wilson. That's a great pickup on the waiver wire. I think he's going to get better and better as the season goes on, though. Take Carolina money line too. Easy money. I love that too, McNasty. We're on the same page this weekend. We're on the same exact page this weekend, McNasty. The Giants played better than they were last year. Eli was a game manager. I think Eli was a little more than a game manager, but I don't think he was someone who you want to take the ball 2 minutes to go and win a football game for you, as much as a Tom Brady, obviously, or a Peyton. Baker should bounce back, though, and honestly didn't look that awful. I agree with that. I really do like the not the Browns. I keep thinking Baker's on the Browns. I really like the Panthers to get the job done this week. We are comparing Eli and Flacco to Trubisky. Best player in football is Nick Chubb. That could not be further from the truth. Nick Chubb's a very good running back. Is he the best running back in football? No, I'd probably give that to Jonathan Taylor. All similar, all game managers. Yeah, I mean, there's very, like, Patrick Mahomes, not a game manager. Justin Herbert's not a game manager. Like, those are the guys that can go down and win a football game by being good, right? I'm not going to sit here and say that, Mr. Mitch Trubisky is not a game manager. I mean, he's prepared to be a backup quarterback. Brown's in trouble, all honesty. Brissett, terrible. And again, Brissett did what he needed to do last week, but he didn't look good. I mean, their average passing yards per attempt was like 3 or 4 or 5 yards. I heard that on the radio. I was shocked by that. So they weren't good at all, guys. There's a lot of teams that I think are going to get better this week, and that's a reason to, not blow your whole bankroll this weekend. There's a few games that I really like, but there's a lot that I don't. So we'll stay away from some of them. Bears cover the spread against the Packers. That's one that I would probably stay away from, Brad, but I do like the Packers to if I had to pick, and I did pick this, I picked the Packers. Steelers offense is solid. Rajon, stop. That's such a bad take. The Steelers offense is solid. That's such a bad take. Cooper didn't even get the ball, really. Yeah, I gotcha. Saints at home to cover is tasty. I don't think so. I'm on the Bucs. I think Bucks win this game. Bucks money line, whatever it is at right now, is -146. I'd take them at 2.5. I think the Bucks come in. I think they're a better football team. I think the Jameis Magic's he's gonna make a mistake that's gonna cost them the football game, in my opinion. Vikings money line seems easy against the Eagles. There's a lot of good dogs this weekend. Good, like, slight dogs. Like, we look at Carolina as a really good slight dog. If you like the Saints, I think that's not a bad slight dog. I know they always struggle with the Saints. This year it changes, though. Commanders are a good dog. I don't know if I'm going to take that or not, but Commanders would be a good dog. Steelers are a good dog for people that want to bet on the Steelers. I think the Dolphins are a good dog against the Ravens. I think the not the Seahawks. I don't think they'll do anything this week. I mean, maybe the Seahawks against the Niners. I think they could be a good dog. There's a lot of really good dogs this weekend. Again, I'm not playing all these bets, though. And staring at opponents. What about the Rams game? I think the Rams. So when I put my card out, my original spread card, I did not take the Rams. I went against the Rams. I took Falcons at 10.5. Now that's down to 9.5, slightly different story. But at 10.5, I did like the Falcons. That's just a lot of points. But I know a lot of people who are on the Rams. Steelers winning, Tanner. It's not too late to change your pick. I haven't locked it in yet. So it's not too late. But we'll see. When the Bengals turn the ball over, we were going, they'll punt back to them. I agree, guys. The bottom line in this game is the Steelers are not a good football team. Nah, I wouldn't say not a good football team. I'd say they don't have a good offense, and their best defensive players hurt. So let's ride with it. Steelers defense is nothing without Watt. He makes a huge difference. He really does make a huge difference. I think the Patriots are going to be able to protect a little more. I think they're going to get something going in the run game, and I think they're going to have success. So we will see, guys. Bias now. They got half a good football team. Yeah, half a good football team. I agree with that. Anyways, guys, we are going to sign off here. A couple programming notes moving forward. We'll be on tomorrow with Saturday Sweats on YouTube and TikTok. My personal YouTube, Saturday Sweats, is all college football. We went 5-1 last weekend, so hopefully we can keep that going this weekend and win some cash. And then Sunday, we'll be back on here with the Cold Hard Football Facts show for the pregame show. We'll be on at 10, and we'll be on TikTok as well. It's always a fun one, guys. We had a lot of people on last week, so hopefully we can continue to do that this week. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Any final statements? But if not, we will sign off here. Make sure you go up, guys. Cold Hard Football Facts, stats that help you make better bets. 5 of 7 on player props based off the stats, guys. This weekend only. Promo code kickoff. You're going to get 50% off. 50% off the entire package. That's $69 total. I'm promoting my own stuff because I deserve to. Georgie, if you're watching, haha. Anyways, guys, they work. Stats work. I love you, Kern. Chris, I love you. I love you, Chris. I love you. After week 6, Rondo going to be here talking about Kenny Pickett. He is. He's going to say Kenny Pickett is the top 20 quarterback. I'm like, what happened to their top 20 quarterback? They got benched. But make sure you guys, Mac Jones won't be quarterback by week 8. That's such a lie. He was first-round draft pick. His first-round draft pick. He's a Pro Bowler last year, guys. Who's the backup? Brian Hoyer. So make sure you guys go up here. Promo code kickoff for 50% off for the week. This weekend only. 5 of 7 on player props. Stats that help make you better. Link in bio. Promo code kickoff. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you next time for another episode of Cold Hard Football Facts TV.
Make it some and I'm spending some. What's the plan?